security downstairs.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Did you just walk off and leave it?
Yeah,
Or-
you know, I usually take my wallet out and put it in my bag, but I guess this time I put it on top of my bag.
Uh-oh.
Just trying to rush it up here.
Come on up, sir. You're DeAndre Smith?
Yes.
Mr. Smith, next time you come, please don't wear joggers or sweatpants.
Yes.
It's not appropriate for a felony court. Okay.
Yes.
And Mr. Smith is charged with collision involving death, and Mr. Frank, looks like you were just hired recently, correct?
Yes, Your Honor, I was going to get with him, make sure he has access to all Discovery and everything.
Okay.
I think he's been in the portal system before.
Okay.
I want to make sure he's got everything he needs. We also discussed the case, and I think we're ready with the resolution.
All right, so what I'll do is just a normal reset, about 30 days or so, to give you some time to get all of that, see if you can get up to speed. Mr. Smith, make sure you stay in touch with Mr. Frank so y'all can go over the discovery that he receives, and we'll see what the announcement is at the next court date.
Yes.
All right, thank you, sir.
Thank you very
Y'all are
much.
free to go. See if we see Mr. Gilmore. See, this is Sharam Omid, 24 DCCR 1684. Come on up, Mr. Omid. Good morning, Mr. Simmons.
Good morning, Your Honor. Briefly.
Mr. Simmons, if you'll step on this side, and then Mr. Omid, come right up to the, and sir, you are Sharam Omid, and Mr. Omid's charged with solicitation of prostitution. Mr. Simmons, what is the announcement?
Yeah, right now we're talking to the pretrial intervention department, Sarah Booser, trying to get him into that program. We have not submitted the package yet, but we are on our way to submit the package. He's a Canadian citizen, so I'm just trying.
Speak up, I'm sorry.
He's a Canadian citizen, you know, as far as he's from Canada. He's
Uh-huh.
a citizen here, so I'm just trying to do everything I can do, in regards for the outcome of this case for him.
Okay.
They said it only requires, I think about 2 weeks, 2 or 3 weeks for them to make a determination.
So I'm going to reset it. It looks like you've been on the case, Mr. Simmons, since back in September of last year. So this will be the final reset.
Okay.
You need to get that turned in immediately so that if it takes them a couple of weeks, you'll have an answer before that next court date. And at the next court date, if he's been accepted, great. If not, we'll need to move forward one way or the other on this case.
Sounds great.
Okay?
Thank you.
All right, we'll see you at the next court date.
I'll send you.
If you'll make sure to put that notation. All right, if I call your name, please come forward. David Holland. Good morning, sir. You're David Holland. And did you get someone hired?
Yes, ma'am, I don't know where he's at.
Okay, who'd you hire?
Mr. Booker.
Okay, and he's supposed to be here this morning? Just have a seat in the courtroom till he gets here. Good morning, sir. Are you Cafetta Jones? And give me just a second. Mr. Jones, this is your initial appearance in cause number 25 DCCR 0293. You're charged with the state jail felony offense of theft of a firearm from January 18th of 2025. And since you've made bond in your case, have you had an opportunity to try to hire a lawyer?
I've been to talk.
Speak up, please.
I've been to talk with lawyers.
Stand up. Who have you talked to?
Benjamin Jeffries.
Okay. And so do you think you're going to be able to get him hired?
Yes.
Okay. If I test you this morning, you can have anything in your system? Okay. Have a seat in the jury box. I'm going to have you tested. Good morning, ma'am. You're Ashley Renfro.
I've been trying to, I don't know if they got a hold of you and let you know that I was trying to explain to them that I was disabled. I did.
Talking to
reach out
who?
to 3 different lawyers, like you told me to.
Yes, ma'am. Who do you think, who was trying to get in touch with me?
Ms. Holmes, because you recommend Ms. Holmes, but Ms. Holmes said she didn't do disabled clients.
Okay. So are you on disability? I don't
Yes,
understand.
ma'am.
Okay.
I didn't know I was supposed to bring it. I apologize. That's why I was so confused last time. I apologize.
Okay. So,
I took it to the district clerk.
uh-huh.
Yes.
All right. So you qualify for a court-appointed lawyer, Ms. Renfro. If you will just have a seat right over here in this Are you ready? Just step in front of the clerk here. She's going to give you the information on who your attorney's going to be.
Okay.
Okay?
Thank you, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Good morning, ma'am. You're Lenora Simon. And Miss Simon, did you get someone hired?
No,
Okay.
unfortunately, I don't think I will be able to pay my lawyer right now, but I did.
Who'd you talk to?
I talked to, Brittany Holmes, she was $3,500. And I talked to Thomas Kelly, and I left a message and haven't got a return call for Kevin.
Okay. All right, so thank you for doing what I asked you. Miss Simon, I'm going to have you fill out some paperwork this morning to see if you qualify for a court-appointed lawyer. You need to fill it out accurately and completely. You're going to swear under oath that it's all true and correct. All right, if you'll step in front of the clerk, she'll give you that paperwork. Good morning, sir. You're Jamal Fontenot? And Mr. Fontenot, this is your initial appearance in cause number 24 DCCR 2250. You're charged with the second-degree felony offense of burglary of a habitation from October 4th of 2024. Since you made bond in your case, have you had an opportunity to try to hire a lawyer? So when you're in custody, we give you a court-appointed lawyer, but now that you've bonded out, what I do is at least have you try to see if you can get someone hired. So what I'm going to do is reset your case about 30 days, give you some time to see if you can get someone hired. If you get someone hired before the next court date, then bring the reset notice that you get today to that lawyer. They'll tell you what to do. If you're unable to hire someone before the next court date, then I'm ordering you to visit with at least 3 lawyers. They all charge different amounts. They have different payment plans. Bring me back the names of the people you've talked to so I know you're trying, and then we'll discuss your options. If you don't do that, then when you come back, you run the risk of me raising your bond for not following that court order, and you would go back to jail. Do you understand? All right, if you'll step in front of the clerk, she'll give you that reset notice. Good morning, Mr. Boudreaux.
Good morning, ma'am.
And Mr. Boudreaux, David Holland is here on the initial, and he said that he hired you. Is that correct?
I believe I'm going to be representing him. I gotta talk to him just a minute.
Okay.
But, I'm sorry, I'm thinking about old times, and that was about 9 o'clock, so I'm sorry.
Oh, no, you're fine. It's good. He's here sitting. There he is. If you'll visit with him and just let me know. If you're hired, Mr. Boudreaux will give you a reset notice. Let's see. Lamira Henry.
Good morning.
Good morning, ma'am. Is it Lamira
Yes, ma'am.
Henry? And Miss Henry, this is your initial appearance. Get to it. In cause number 24, DCCR 1668, you're charged with the third-degree felony offense of evading arrest or detention with the use of a vehicle, and that is from June 25th of 2024. And since you've made bond in your case, have you had an opportunity to try to hire a lawyer?
No, ma'am.
All right, so what I'm going to do, Miss Henry, is reset your case about 30 days to give you some time to see if you can get someone hired. If you get someone hired before the next court date, just bring the reset notice that you get today to that lawyer. They'll tell you what to do. If you're unable to hire someone before the next court date, then I'm ordering you to visit with at least 3 lawyers. They all charge different amounts. They have different payment plans. Bring me back the names of the lawyers that you've talked to when you come back, and then we'll discuss your options. If you don't do that, then when you come back, you run the risk of me raising your bond for not following that court order. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Okay, if you'll step in front of the clerk, she'll give you your reset notice.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Sorry, your name.
Good morning. Are you Christian Ainsworth? And Mr. Ainsworth, this is your initial appearance in cause number 25, DCCR 0275. You're charged with the third-degree felony offense of evading arrest or detention with the use of a vehicle from February 19th of 2025. Since you've made bonded, have you had an opportunity to try to hire a lawyer? Okay, so what I'm gonna do is give you some time to at least try to do that, all right? So I'm gonna reset your case about 30 days. If you get someone hired before the next court date, just bring the reset notice that you get today to that lawyer and they'll tell you what to do. If you're unable to hire someone before that next court date, then I'm ordering you to visit with at least 3 lawyers. They all charge different amounts, they have different payment plans. Bring me back the names of the lawyers that you've talked to so I know you're trying and we'll discuss your options. If you don't do that, then when you come back, you run the risk of me raising your bond for not following the court order and you would have to go back to jail. Do you understand? All right, if you'll step in front of the clerk, she'll give you your reset notice. Good morning, ma'am. You're Deshandra Joseph?
Yes, ma'am.
And Miss Joseph, did you get someone hired?
Yes, ma'am. I got, Thomas Burbank.
Well, you haven't hired him yet.
Oh, he's here. He said he would come in.
Right, but it says he's agreed to represent you, but you don't have the money to hire him right now.
Yes,
So you haven't hired him yet, but that's who you want to hire.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Have you received that, the tax money refund
No,
yet?
they sent me a letter stating that it will take 2 weeks to come in. And,
Okay.
I'll let them know as soon as they come in, I'll be in his office.
Okay, so it sounds like it should be all taken care of if I give you one more reset, right?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so I'm going to reset your case one more time. If you get all that taken care of, bring the reset notice that you get to Mr. Burbank. He'll tell you what to do.
Yes, ma'am.
If for some reason that doesn't work out, make sure you talk to some other attorneys. Or if you are still waiting on that refund, bring some documentation when you come back that just shows what you're waiting on, okay?
Yes, I have it.
Okay, I don't need it this time, but just in case it doesn't work out for you to get Mr. Burbank for some reason before next court
Yes,
date.
ma'am.
Okay, thank you,
Thank
ma'am.
you.
Yes, ma'am. Good morning, sir. You're Ronald, is it Souls or Sowles?
You can say so well.
Sowell.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, and Mr. Sowell, did you get someone hired?
Yes, ma'am. I was interested in Miss Penny.
Who?
Miss Penny?
Penny?
Yes, ma'am.
Where's she from?
She from... It just say law, JD, LC.
Did you, so Mr. Ham's not even a defense attorney anymore. He's worked at the district attorney's office for years, so you obviously didn't talk to him. Did you actually talk to any of those attorneys?
Yes, ma'am.
Who did you actually talk to?
I talked to Mr. James, Mr. Ryan,
James who?
James R. Making,
Mm-hmm,
criminal attorney,
okay,
and then they got, talked to Mr. Ryan, W.
Gertz,
Yes, ma'am.
you talked to them? Okay,
But when I got to Miss Penny, I talked to her.
okay,
But due to, like, last time I was here, I had death in my family. So
Okay.
I'm really rushing back from that.
okay. But you're working?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm sorry, speak up.
Elevert.
Okay. How many hours a week do you work?
I work 6 on 2 off.
All right, so I'm going to reset your case. Thanks for talking to those attorneys. I'm going to reset your case one more time to give you some time to try to get someone hired.
Yes, ma'am.
So try to get one of those or someone else hired before that next court date, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
And,
Yeah,
yeah,
I need to put present this to you.
what?
Could I present,
What is all that? What are you looking for? What are you trying to find?
this supposed to be the paperwork for the affidavits that was supposed to be signed.
The affidavit from who, for what?
Well, they had told my girlfriend that she had to bring in all the paperwork.
So there's nothing in there that I need to look at, okay? So if there's someone that's going to sign an affidavit that they take responsibility or something like that, they need to contact the district attorney's office and handle that through the district attorney's office. Until then, you need to hire a lawyer because you're charged with it and it hasn't been dismissed. And so I'm going to give you, again, 30 days. You need to try to get someone hired before that next court date, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, if you'll step in front of the clerk, she'll give you that reset notice. Good morning, sir. You're Brandon Broussard. Did you get someone hired? I can't hear you.
Last time I was in court, I gave you my payment plan was to do some down I worked 8 hours away, and I just got in time. I posted to this office today, I actually got like one payment. I should be able to do hired by the end of the month.
Okay, so you're gonna see him today, make a payment, and you think if I give you one more reset, you'll have that done in full? You've been coming for a little bit, so this will be the last time. You need to try to get him hired before that next court date, okay? If you'll step in front of the clerk, she'll give you that reset notice, and if you'll make a notation that it's Mr. Galmore, I remember him bringing that. David Lewis? Good morning, sir. You're David Lewis? And Mr. Lewis, did you get someone hired? I'm sorry, you talked to 3? So where are you on being able to get someone hired?
I just need more time.
Okay, and you're working?
No, ma'am.
You're not?
I get disability check.
You do? So if you want, you would qualify for court-appointed lawyer because of that. Do you want me to go ahead and appoint someone to represent you, or do you think you could have the ability to get someone hired?
I think I can do it.
You think so? Okay, so I'm gonna reset. You need to get it, if you can get someone hired, get that done before the next court date. If you, for some reason, can't, visit with some others, and then also when you come back, bring me some documentation of any social security disability, and we'll get you an attorney at that next court date. Okay, step in front of the clerk, she'll give you a reset notice. Zoe Valicilla, sorry, I'm sure I said that all wrong. I'm sorry, I'm sure I mispronounced your last name again. See, you say it so pretty. Did you get someone hired?
No, ma'am, I was trying to see if I qualified for court-appointed.
Did you talk to some lawyers?
Yes, ma'am.
Who'd you talk to?
They're Houston lawyers, and I stay in Houston.
Uh-huh.
Colleen Evans, Neil Davis, and James G. Sullivan.
Okay, so what I'll do this morning, since you did what I asked you to, is have you fill out some paperwork to see if you qualify for a court-appointed lawyer. Make sure you fill it out accurately and completely, because you're gonna swear under oath that it's all true and correct. And then she'll give you that paperwork, okay? All right.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Good morning, sir. You're Carl Ross?
Yes, ma'am.
And Mr. Ross is charged with collision involving death and also collision involving serious bodily injury. Mr. Adams, what is the announcement?
Judge, with the severity of those cases, we still got a lot of work to do on that before we can make an announcement. There's a lot of work that still be done.
Okay. Mr. Nichols, is there anything that you know of that Mr. Adams is waiting
I'm
on?
not aware of any additional evidence or discovery that's come in.
Okay.
But I think he's made his requests, and if he doesn't have them yet, they're getting for him.
Okay. Is there anything that you know you're waiting on?
I think I got the discovery, and I think I got the disc and DVDs. It's just that it's a lot of work I got to do on this one.
Sure.
So-
No, I don't disagree. I'm going to do a normal reset, and then we'll work on it between now and then, see where we get. Mr. Ross, make sure you stay in touch with Mr. Adams so y'all can start going over the evidence that he has received, and then we'll see if we can get an announcement, okay? You're free to go.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. Good morning, sir. You're Thomas Fisher?
Good morning, yes, ma'am.
And Mr. Fisher is charged with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, and then in 2 other cases with criminal mischief. And Mr. Macon, what is the announcement?
Your Honor, we just received a new offer. Last week, I haven't had a chance to get with Mr. Fisher. If I could have a short reset. I think it'll resolve the case.
Okay, we'll just probably we'll look at it, maybe a 3-week reset or so. Mr. Fisher, make sure you get in touch with, go visit with Mr. Macon before that next court date so that we can get an announcement one way or the other. All right, thank you, sir, you're free to go. Ronnie Font, oh, there you are, sorry.
I did not recognize you the other night I walked over there.
Good morning, sir. You're Ronnie Fontenot. And Mr. Fontenot, you were previously in court, entered a plea of guilty to the third-degree felony offense of possession of a prohibited weapon. I've received that pre-sentence report. Has everyone had an opportunity to review the report?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, we have, Your Honor.
Are there any additions or corrections?
No, ma'am.
None from the state judge.
All right, Mr. Fontenot, I'm going to find that you previously entered your plea of guilty freely and voluntarily. Find sufficient evidence to find you guilty, but I'm going to follow the agreement that you made with the district attorney and defer all proceedings, place you on probation for 5 years. You're ordered to pay a $500 fine and to follow all of the rules and conditions of probation. If you do that, this is an excellent opportunity because you do not have this felony conviction on your record. And at the end of the probation period, if you're successful, the case will get dismissed and you'll never have that conviction. The other side of that, though, is if you violate any condition of probation, you can be brought back into court. You could be found guilty, so you would become a convicted felon, and you could be sentenced anywhere in that range of punishment, which is between 2 and up to 10 years in prison. Do you understand? All right, I'm handing you the trial court certification that shows this was an agreement that I followed, and so you've waived your right to appeal. You just need to have a seat in the courtroom. Probation, she's going to call you when she's ready to go over your paperwork.
Judge,
All right, good luck to
we
you.
need to go down to misdemeanor court real quick and announce that it's going to be dismissal, and then I'll bring him back.
I did that dismissal in the first place. It's already been taken care of.
Oh, all right, great, thank you.
Okay, perfect. So just wait for probation to call you up. Thank you, Mr. Radford. Thank you, sir. Kobe, no, yeah. Good morning. Good morning, ma'am. Are you Celine Reinhardt? And Ms. Reinhardt is charged with assault on a peace officer. And Mr. Schelander, what is the announcement?
Your Honor, I'm asking for one more resetting. I actually didn't think I had the video.
Can I get, thank you.
I didn't think I had the video. I realized I had it Thursday.
Okay.
I haven't, no, I will Thursday, so I need
And
more time.
looks like you were just, came on last month.
Yes.
Yeah, all right, so we'll just do a normal reset. Ms. Reinhardt, make sure you stay in touch with Mr. Schelander so you can visit with him, go over all the evidence that he's received, and then we'll see if we can get an announcement, okay? You're free to go. Thank you. See, good morning. You're Sydney Boudouin? And Ms. Boudouin is charged with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, and it's my understanding that you guys need just a little more time to go over a recent offer. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
So, Ms. Boudouin, I'm going to reset your case, just a normal reset, about 30 days or so. Make sure you get in touch with and go visit with Mr. Roebuck before that next court date so you can go over everything with him, what your options are, and we'll see if we can get an announcement at that next court date. Okay? Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you, Mr. Roebuck.
This is Mr. Hoffpow. Oh, there you are. Good morning, sir. Are you Edwin Lopez? And Mr. Lopez is charged with evading arrest or detention with the use of a vehicle. And what is the announcement?
Judge, you've gotten some of the discovery. We've gotten an offer from Mr. Hoffmeyer, but we do not have the video. We've requested it, so we're waiting on that.
Okay. Mr. Lopez, I'm going to reset your case about 30 days or so. Make sure you stay in touch with Ms. Norman so that as soon as she does get that video, you guys can visit about it and watch it, and then we'll see if we can get an announcement at the next court date. You're free to go. Good morning, ma'am. You're J.C. Musgrove. And Ms. Musgrove was previously in court, entered a plea of guilty to abandoning or endangering a child. I've received the pre-sentence report. Has everyone had an opportunity to review that report?
Yeah,
Are there any additions or corrections?
no, just.
All right, Ms. Musgrove, I'm going to find that you previously entered your plea of guilty freely and voluntarily. Find sufficient evidence to find you guilty. However, I'm going to follow the agreement that you made with the district attorney and defer all proceedings and place you on probation for 3 years. You're ordered to pay a $1,000 fine and to follow all of the rules and conditions of probation. And part of that's going to include, well, let me ask, is CPS still involved? So that case has been closed. And so it looks like you had already done a lot of classes that we would also recommend on probation. So you just need to make sure they have all those certificates. They'll let you know if you need any others that we're going to require or not. Follow all of those rules and everything should be fine. In addition, part of your probation is going to be that you continue the treatment through Samaritan or whatever other counseling service so that you can stay on the right track. If you do everything you're supposed to while you're on this probation, it's an excellent opportunity because you don't have a felony conviction on your record. And at the end, the case will be dismissed if you successfully complete it. The other side of that, though, is if you violate any condition of probation, you can be brought back into court, you could be found guilty of the offense and sentenced anywhere in the range of punishment, which is up to 2 years in a state jail prison. Do you understand? All right, I'm handing you the trial court certification that shows this was an agreement that I followed, so you have waived your right to appeal. You just need to have a seat here in the courtroom. Probation's going to call you up when she's ready to go over your paperwork. All right, good luck to you, ma'am. All right, so you tested negative, which is great. And so, Mr. Jones, what I'm going to do is reset your case for about 30 days to give you some time to get someone hired, if you can. And if you do, just bring the reset notice that you get today to that lawyer. They'll tell you what to do. If you're unable to hire someone before that next court date, then be sure to visit with at least 3 lawyers. They all charge different amounts, have different payment plans, and then bring me those names and we'll discuss your options. Thank you, sir. You can step in front of the clerk. This is Mr. Coleman's case.
It is, Judge, and I'd ask for a reset so I can speak to him. I didn't realize it was going to be up in Hardin County, so I can maybe get this settled. It's a burglary of a building out of Nome.
I have it, Judge, I'd be happy to talk to Mr. Burbank about it. There's an offer.
Yeah, there is an offer, but I have some things, some offers to break in us.
Okay, so I'll do one more reset and be sure you get with Mr. Coleman or Ms. Malfino before that next court date. Stay in touch with Mr. Burbank. He'll let you know when you need to be back and visit with him. Make sure you make an appointment or talk to him once he gets all that information so that we can get an announcement at the next court date, okay?
And he's been coming.
Okay, perfect. You're free to go, sir. Wow.
Wow. I mean, I feel 25 years younger.
I know.
I'm sorry, Ms. Malfino. She's still actually chasing me.
All right, sir, you're Tate Daly. And Mr. Daly is charged with driving while intoxicated with a child under 15 and also abandoning and endangering a child. And Mr. Kimler, you're asking for a reset?
Your Honor, yes, Your Honor, it's not one that really chomping at the bit to set for trial. However, offer is currently made would require him to be a convicted felon and he doesn't want to lose his gun rights. So seeing if we could structure it where we could avoid a felony conviction. And I think Mr. Coleman could be in a better position to make that call than Ms. Malfino.
Okay, I'll just do a normal reset. Mr. Daly, make sure you stay in touch with Mr. Kimler, and he will let you know when you need to be back for your next court date.
Yes, ma'am.
You're free to go.
Thank you.
And then you have Jason Harris, Mr. Kimler.
That's a refusal. We did the.
Good morning. Are you Jason Anthony Harris?
Yes, ma'am.
And Mr. Harrison, cause number 24 DCCR 2254, you're charged with the state jail felony offense of fraudulent use or possession of identifying information from July 25th of 2024. And what that means, sir, is that if you go to trial and you're found guilty, the range of punishment would be between 6 months and up to 2 years in a state jail prison. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
And I have here on the computer a plea bargain rejection that has your signature with Mr. Kimler's that shows that it says it's locked. Oh, here it comes. Says that the district attorney's office has made an offer if you wanted to enter a plea of guilty for a 180-day term in the state jail prison. You have every right to reject that and have your case set for trial. I just want to make sure you understand what the possible consequences are and what your options are.
Thank you.
All right, and do you want to reject that offer and have your case set for trial?
Yes.
And I know this is Mr. Coleman's case. Is there any reason to believe that there would be a change in that offer?
Not.
Okay. I want to make sure you understand, Mr. Harris, that after today, I will not accept a plea offer. So if you change your mind later and want to enter a plea of guilty, it would be either open to the court or to the jury, or if there's some new information that has come to light for Mr. Kimler or Mr. Coleman at that point. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Stay in touch with Mr. Kimler. He'll let you know when you need to be back and ready for trial.
Well, that's the one they wouldn't do the evaluation. That was the one that comprehensive evaluation.
it was a mental health evaluation was ordered, and then we reset it March 18th of this year because the evaluation hadn't been completed.
That was all that had to do with was the bond. We're not waiting on anything unless you have something else. That was just spinal tap to see if we could get some information about anything that we could do with regard to bond conditions.
He was able to make bond, Your Honor, so.
Right.
And this is the case where there's another
I mean, it's
case
set
in
for,
a series of robberies, alleged robberies, where the federal government was going to pick it up. I don't know if that's occurred yet.
The feds have picked it up.
They haven't indicted him.
They're moving at their own pace, but
so it's set for trial, right? Next week? No, you didn't?
it is set for trial, I believe, Judge.
Yeah,
They rejected a 25-year offer, is what the state had offered in this case.
right? So what are y'all asking?
I would ask that it be reset with the, under representation of the state that the federal government's going to pick it up and he is in custody on bond. So what would happen is whatever happens in the federal system would occur and then he would come here and resolve this case after the federal case. But he's on bond.
I mean, do we think that sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't? Do you anticipate that case would
I've been
resolve
told
this one?
by-
Lenore Simon?
That involves a different robbery, but very similar time and whatever, so. The feds are taking that one. I don't know if they'll take this one as part of that one or not.
So they have it, okay.
It would be relevant conduct at least.
They haven't.
Well, and that's fine.
contacted
If
me.
this is a different robbery, then we're not gonna wait, for another different case. If it's the same case, then that's fine. I'm gonna reset it. But it's going to be on the trial docket. I'm gonna reset it off this one to the next available trial docket. Whatever happens between now and then over there, if they do for some reason pick this case up, fine. If not, we're gonna go forward on this case. Okay? Stay in touch with Mr. Kimmler. He'll let you know when you need to be back, okay?
Thank you.
All right, you get that? We're gonna leave it on the trial, just.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Good morning, sir. Are you Dustin Drake?
Yes, ma'am.
And Mr. Drake is charged with driving while intoxicated, third or more. Mr. Lane, what is the announcement?
Your Honor, if I may, I haven't been able to get with Mr. Nichols or my client. About a month and a half ago, my client went into the hospital for alcohol, stayed there for 3 weeks, was referred.
It was in a crash, Your Honor.
Stayed there for 3 weeks, then was referred to treatment. It's in an inpatient treatment right now. He came here, so I haven't had the time to do
Okay.
that.
Mr. Nichols, any issue?
Judge, I want to make sure all the bond conditions are in place. Apparently he was involved in some type of vehicle crash, which is why he wasn't here last time.
Okay.
I don't know any details if it was intoxication related or not, but if he's driving, it needs to be there needs to be a.
Do you have the auto ignition interlock defined? You don't have a vehicle, so you're not driving.
I think they bring him back and forth to the facility.
Okay, so I'm going to order as a condition of your bond, if it's not already a condition, that you cannot drive any vehicle unless it is equipped with the auto ignition interlock device. So if you're not driving, fine. If you are, that vehicle has to have that on there. And then I'm just gonna do a normal reset. So Mr. Drake, I understand if you're in some type of treatment, but you need to get with Mr. Lane, y'all work out how y'all can visit so that we can get an announcement, hopefully at that next court date. Okay, you're free to go. Thank you. Good morning, sir. You're Jairo Rodriguez? Jairo, I'm sorry. And Mr. Rodriguez was previously in court, entered a plea of guilty to collision involving injury. I've received the pre-sentence report. Has everyone had an opportunity to review that report?
Defense had one.
Are there any additions or corrections?
None from defense.
Judge, only just to let the court know where I came up with those restitution figures. One was from the complainant's deductible and the other being from the subrogation documentation I received from travelers. I'm happy to share that with Mr. Lane. I think we're on the same page on
Okay. Any issues with regard to those amounts that are listed in here?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. Then, Mr. Rodriguez, I'm going to find that you previously entered your plea of guilty freely and voluntarily. Find sufficient evidence to find you guilty. However, I'm going to follow the agreement that you made with the district attorney and defer all proceedings and place you on probation for 5 years. You are ordered to follow all of the rules and conditions of probation. You're ordered to pay restitution in the amount of $688.96 to the victim, Ms. Armstrong. Then you're also ordered to pay $25,486.63 to the traveler's insurance for the money that they paid. If you do everything that you're supposed to on this probation, this is an excellent opportunity because you don't have a felony conviction on your record. And at the end of the probation period, if you're successful, the case is actually dismissed and you'll never be a convicted felon. The other side to that is if you violate any condition of probation, you can be brought back into court, found guilty of the offense, and sentenced anywhere in the range of punishment. And what is that range? It's a special.
It's either 1 year in the county jail or 5 years TDC.
Okay.
Either or,
Either.
whatever the court's preference.
Okay. So it's a special one that we don't see all the time. So when you come back, if you come back on a motion to revoke your probation, which I'm sure you're not, but if you do, you could be sent either to prison for 5 years or the county jail for 1 year. It would depend on, I guess, the circumstances surrounding what you did or didn't do that you were supposed to while you were on probation. Obviously, that's a lot of money to pay on restitution, and it's very important to me that they get paid back. And sometimes people think, well, I've got 5 years, I'm going to save up, or I'm going to wait till my tax refund or something like that. Don't wait. It's very important that you start making payments immediately.
That was my question. I want to just jump on whatever payment plan available, or how do you work this out?
Probation will talk to you to
Okay.
get on how much you pay each month. You can if you pay it off early and you do everything
But as far as the restitution stuff, it's gonna be through probation?
yes,
Okay, okay.
they'll tell you how to do all of it, where to make the payments and things like that, all through probation, okay? So it's just to make sure you make those payments starting immediately. They'll get with you on all that. If you pay everything off early and you do everything you're supposed to on this probation, then there's a chance that you could be released early even from probation. It happens all the time, but you have to do everything that you're supposed to up front and get all that money paid. Do you understand? All right, I'm handing you the trial court certification that shows this was an agreement that I followed, and so you've waived your right to appeal. If you'll just have a seat here in the courtroom and wait, probation's gonna call you up when she's ready to go over your paperwork. Okay? Good luck to you, sir. Thank you. Good morning. Are you Anthony Vidal? And Mr. Vidal is charged with criminal mischief. And Mr. Lewis, what is the announcement?
Judge, after the last setting, we were able to confirm the restitution amount, but I have received some new mental health records from Spindle Top in regards to Spindle House, so I do need to review them and go over them with Mr. Nichols.
Okay. All right, I'm going to reset your case, Mr. Vidal, for about 30 days. Make sure you stay in touch with Mr. Lewis. He'll let you know when you need to be back, and we'll see if we can get an announcement at that next court date. All right, you're free to go. Thank you. See, Mr. Burbank, are you ready to announce on James Ward?
I am.
James Ward? Good morning, sir. Are you James Lee Ward?
Yes, ma'am.
And Mr. Ward is charged with aggravated robbery. Mr. Burbank, what is the announcement?
Your Honor, the state just made a new offer. I'd ask for a regular reset so that we could possibly take care of this.
All right, any issues, Mr. Burbank?
No, Your
I
Honor.
mean, Mr. Nichols.
Oh, at least it's not robot.
At least I'm not being called Mr. Keller.
Well, there's that.
No, Your Honor, I'm not aware of any issues with Mr. Ward.
All right, Mr. Ward, I'm going to reset your case, a normal reset about 30 days. Make sure you visit with Mr. Burbank before that next court date so we can get an announcement on what's going to happen with your case, okay? All right, you're free to go.
This is the last one, Judge, may I be excused?
Thank you. Mr. Frank, Ms. Holmes, you have Roland Guillory.
Okay.
Thank you.
Good morning. This is Mr. Coleman's. It's Roland Guillory. Good morning, sir. Are you Roland J. Guillory? And Mr. Guillory is charged with abandoning or endangering a child, and what is the announcement?
Yes, Your Honor, if we could get one more reset. Mr. Coleman had offered a few different options to get this case resolved that I need to go over with Mr. Guillory, as well as to finish going over the media
Okay.
with him.
Any issue that you see?
No, Judge, there's both a probation offer for deferred and a possible 1244 punishment offer.
Mr. Guillory, I'm going to reset your case, a normal reset, which is about 30 days. Make sure you make an appointment, go visit with Ms. Holmes so you can review everything that she's received, and she can let you know what your options are, and we'll get an announcement at the next court date. Okay, you're free to go. See, Eric Hernandez, Ms. Holmes? Good morning, sir. You're Eric Hernandez? And Mr. Hernandez is charged with unlawful possession of a firearm by felon, and what is the announcement?
Your Honor, we have an agreement. We just need a couple of weeks to get an affidavit into the district attorney's office in regards to this, the weapon that was involved.
Okay. All right, we've been lots of resets on this
Yes,
one.
ma'am.
So
This'll-
we're gonna
we'll get it
reset,
resolved.
I'll reset it for 3 weeks or so, and this will be the last reset.
Yes,
All right,
ma'am.
so make sure you stay in touch with Ms. Holmes, so that you know when to be back and how your case is gonna be taken care of.
And Judge, as soon as Ms. Holmes is able to provide me that affidavit, I'm gonna take care of the case down the hall and she'll get it off her docket.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you. You're free to go. Good morning, sir. Are you Lindsay Watkins?
Yes, ma'am.
And Mr. Watkins is charged with unauthorized use of a vehicle, and what is the announcement?
There's an offer from the state to pay the value of the vehicle for dismissal. So if Mr. Watkins could get some time to get that money available, he'll get it to me, and then I can get it to the district attorney's office.
And is this an amount, Mr. Watkins, that you think you're gonna be able to gather together?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so we'll just do a normal reset. It's about 30 days to give you some time to see if you can get that taken care of. Stay in touch with Ms. Holmes. She'll let you know when you need to be back.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you're free to go.
I see, so.
I'll just make a notation that that's really maybe. Good morning, ma'am. You're Ashley Sanders, and Ms. Sanders is charged with theft of service, and what is the announcement, Mr. Kelly?
I'm going to follow the state's lead on this morning.
Judge, if I may, the court has been very patient with us with respect to a forensic audit. There was an issue that arose last week that may be possible Brady information. I did disclose that to Mr. Kelly, but I'd like just a little bit of time, if I may, to make sure everybody's on the same page on that, to make sure I have given him full disclosure. We're still trying to work towards a resolution.
Okay, so I'm going to just do another normal reset, give y'all some more time to go through that. It sounds like you're getting closer. I'd like to see if we can get an announcement if possible at the next court date. Okay, stay in touch with Mr. Kelly. He'll let you know when you need to be back.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. Good morning. Are you Crystal Simeon?
Yes, ma'am. Good morning.
And Ms. Simeon is charged with theft of property with previous convictions. What's the announcement?
Judge, I tendered an affidavit to Ms. Malfino this morning. I think she needs some time to look over that. I don't know what her
Okay.
position's
Judge,
gonna be on.
this is an enhanced theft. Someone else is claiming responsibility for that. If I might just have a minute to look through it and make sure that that person was aware of what they signed. It's an elderly person, so we should be able to resolve it.
I'll just do a normal reset, Ms. Simeon. Make sure you stay in touch with Mr. Rojas. He'll let you know when you need to be back.
Okay, yes, ma'am.
All right, you're free to go.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Good morning, ma'am. You're Teresa Taylor.
Yes, ma'am.
And Ms. Taylor's charged with fraudulent use or possession of identifying information. And Mr. Rojas, what's the announcement?
Judge, I spoke with Ms. Malfino last week, and she had offered Ms. Taylor the opportunity to take a polygraph test, and we're gonna do that. If we can have time to do that, hopefully that'll dispose of the case.
I think Detective Jacobs had offered her that in the beginning before she was represented by counsel. Now that Mr. Rojas has had an opportunity to speak with her, I'm going to give her that opportunity.
Okay. All right, so we'll just do a normal reset. So if that takes place, make sure you get that taken care of, make the appointment, stay in touch with Mr. Rojas. So we'll get that done before that next court date. Okay, you're free to go, ma'am. And then, all right, ma'am, you are Junia Brewer. And Ms. Brewer, it's very important that you're here on time, okay? I'm going to recall that bond forfeiture. Did you get someone hired? Speak up.
My mom took me away from me.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So did you talk to some lawyers like I told you? Who'd you talk to?
I'll talk to,
Go get it.
I talked to one of them was Jonathan, Mr. Jonathan Stovall. Oh, Jonathan Stovall.
Okay.
It's been, and the other one was, Mr. Schalander.
Mm-hmm.
This is the other one. And James.
Okay. So, where are you gonna be able to get one of those people or someone else hired? You need to speak up, and don't make me tell you again to speak
Like
up.
a week. Can you give me a week?
Okay, well, are you working?
I'm trying to find, it's like on and off, I'm helping my mom.
Okay, your mom's gonna pay for you to get a lawyer?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so I'm gonna reset your case one more time. This will be the final reset. If you can afford and tell me you can hire somebody, then y'all need to get someone hired because your case is getting old and it's time to get it taken care of. If for some reason it's not gonna work out with any of those, then you need to visit with at least 3 other lawyers. Bring me those names, then we'll discuss your options, okay? But, if you can, like what you're telling me is if y'all can hire somebody, you need to get that done. It's time to move forward. All right, step in front of the clerk. She'll give you a reset notice. Worked out?
We did.
Okay, good.
Judge, Mr. Rhodes, if I may.
Yeah, please.
Mr. Rhodes came to Veterans Court last week. We had a little hiccup. Judge Watson was in a charge conference, so the docket kind of got a little jumbled, but he's done everything I've asked of him at this point. He signed off on both contracts this morning as well as a confession, so that if that program is not successful, I don't foresee this ever being on the trial docket. He is wanting to have the GPS removed. If we may, just let him get established in Veterans Court, make sure all of the services are in place, and make sure that a good no contact order is in place. I would like to just hold off on that very briefly. Maybe you could file something in 60 days or so.
I can do that.
Okay, yeah, and if there's no issues, as soon as that's filed, I'll send it up to Ms. Molfino, and as long as everything, she'll check if everything's going the way it should be through the Veterans Court, then we'll let you get that off.
And Judge, if we may, just, I know the court doesn't want to hold on to the case indefinitely. That's going to be a 2-year program that he's in. If we, again, may just get established somewhat down the road for 6 months or so to kind of see if everything's going well. He's got some employment issues. I don't want to hinder him from that for the whole 2 years, but I just need to get a little track record.
Okay, so let's do this. I'm gonna reset 90 days to see how everything is going in the program, and at that point, see if we need to do that a little bit longer. But if everything's going well, maybe we can get it taken care of at that point. And then, but you can file something, Mr. Galmore, with regard to the GPS, and we won't have to have a hearing on that unless there's some issue that Ms. Mulphy knows about that we need to talk about.
Okay.
Okay, all right, stay in touch with Mr. Galmore. He'll let you know when you need to be back, and just take care of everything. It sounds like you're on the right track. All right, good luck to you, sir. 9. Just a second, let me find it. Ma'am, you're Carly Davis? And Ms. Davis is charged with driving while intoxicated, 3rd or more. Mr. Rojas, what is the?
Judge, this is Mr. Coleman's case. He made us an offer, or he made us an original offer, and Ms. Mulfino made an offer, which in my view would be for today only, a lower offer. I've gone over that offer with Ms. Davis. She also has a warrant for a misdemeanor case. She's gonna be taken into custody. She doesn't She's in an emotional state this morning. She doesn't want to make any decisions, so I'm just asking for another reset letter, get this warrant taken care of, and we'll come back and deal with this case
Okay.
in a month.
All right, so we'll just do a normal reset, Ms. Davis. Make sure once you get out, take care of that misdemeanor case, you get in touch with Mr. Rojas, go over all of your options with him, because we will get an announcement at the next court date. Okay? All right, you can go back with the bailiff.